Hello and welcome to the seventh episode of our kind of playtest West Marches campaign for Gold Country, a forthcoming supplement from Effect for Tales of the Old West. I'm Matthew. I'm going to be Game Master today. I had to change my name up here to reflect that. And we have got three returning players and maybe if he makes it, one who I think will be new to the scene. I don't think Jed's played before, has he? Hey, Bruce,
Yeah, Jed's played. He's
he has
played.
played.
Yeah,
Well, then we've got four returning players if Jed turns up. But in the meantime, why don't everybody else introduce themselves, their character, and tell me a little bit about what their character has been doing since we last met them, because this is West March's campaign, so some of you may have been out for whole episodes. Let's start off with you, Simon.
Hello, I'm Simon. I'm playing Chef William Thomas, who had recently joined the town on my travels and was quickly promoted into the role of chef, mainly because I seem to be the only one who's willing to do it. Since the last, I've just been general duties. It was after the gold mine incident, wasn't it, of who had the rightful claim. Since then, I've just been general duties around town, ensuring that people are behaving themselves, drunkenness is kept to a reasonable level, and the saloons and the operating and as legal as possible way of making money.
Okay. Well, since you're the sheriff, shall we not shoot the deputy, sorry. Shall we introduce the deputy?
hello, I'm Bruce. I'm first time is playing
Well,
because I've been
you're the
running.
first player.
Yeah, yeah, because I've been more running.
I don't think of you as a new player because you've been GMing for at least a couple of
Yeah,
sessions, haven't you? Yeah.
yeah,
Anyway, carry on, Bruce.
yeah. So Deputy Cain Macabe will be making his first PC appearance. He has appeared as an NPC in the background, holding off some stare downs from some of the locals as he's had to hold them being arrested, and I believe also his buddy, his sister, has also made a mention to privately to look after 12 buddy of another character when they were out on a deer hunt as well. So that was that. But Deputy Cain McCabe, he is the reluctant deputy. He wishes to carry on. Um, So we'll be seeing how effective he is in this episode.
Cool. And Enzo, what have you been doing?
Hello, I'm Muhammad. I'm playing Enzo Scarpastori. Enzo was last seen doing striking some deals with for Mr. Gardner, maybe because he wants to build for the mine, the water. Can't remember the name. The
Oh,
water
cool.
thingy that-
I ought to put these in the show notes. Nor can I remember their name. We'll come back to that. But you met a family, didn't you?
We met a Chilean migrants that were camping, and in the same position, we need to build this contraption, and we strike a deal to get the water for them. The water will go through their camp, but we need to strike a deal with them to secure this building, and also it will be built upon a Native American lands. So
Yeah.
also a deal needs to be done with them in order to secure this spot. So yeah, Enzo has a lot on his sleeves, but I guess we strike up some deal
Yeah,
With
I think with
the
the
tribe?
natives, in terms of diverting
Yeah.
the river,
Yeah.
you managed to kind of swap your friend Kua for those rates, didn't you?
Yes, exactly.
And I imagine since he's not in the session today, he's probably spending some time up there with the woman who
Chief.
seems to be the matriarch of the camp
Yeah.
there. Have you? So, can I ask? Have you reported back to Gardner in the intervening time while we've been off hunting bears or whatever?
Probably yes. Told him about the situation and the deals that need to be kept with the camp and with the natives, and this is probably be best for him if he honor the deal, because he will get good allies for the with him and
Okay, I'm
good
going
for
to talk
business.
rather cryptically now.
Hmm.
Have you told him everything you discovered, which I'm kind of keeping a bit
Mm,
secret
No,
from?
no,
No,
not
okay.
everything, of course. Enzo must put something in his sleeves.
Right, okay. So, let me just make sure before. Yeah, no Jed yet. Oh, what was this? Hold on. No, Douglas is being a bit silly on our messaging board. Oh, I should get our messages up, shouldn't I? Hold on. Oh, everything's going bing around me. What's going bing? Forgive me, I'm getting distracted. Right. Okay, so let us cut to the inn. I can't remember the name of the saloon. For the sake of, I should have actually written this down. But we're going to use Peter's saloon since
Good
that's where all
fortune,
the fights start.
I guess. The good fortune.
The good
The good
fortune,
fortunes.
yeah. Do you drink there, Enzo?
I guess the proprietary doesn't like me too much, so
So you're not there. Okay, I just wanted to make sure whether you're there. But you don't need to be, because somebody comes running from the good fortune to the sheriff's office to say there is yet again a fight starting in the good fortune.
Seriously, Sheriff, it would be easier to let the place burn down.
Yeah. He doesn't seem to run a friendly establishment, does he? Well, we better head on over, don't we?
Yeah. I mean, on the plus side, we always can get bullets out of his door again. Save us a lot of money.
Yeah.
Okay, so the situation you see is our old friend Mr. Gardner, who is being harangued by two gentlemen you have not met before. They look like they're new in town. They are the worst for wear. One of them is, from your accent, a southerner, maybe from Kentucky. And the other one doesn't talk very much, but he does look menacing. And he looks like he's not standing with his arms raised, but he is exuding a presence of possible violence, while the Kentucky man says in a very kind of Kentucky bourbon voice, smooth like Kentucky whiskey. He says, don't know whether Kentucky whiskey is actually particularly smooth. It's Tennessee whiskey that's smooth, actually, I'm thinking, in the song. He says, Now, when we met in Sutter's Fort, we had an agreement. You were looking for workers, and now you're telling me that there is no work. We're expecting something more than $7 a month here. And you are now saying that this is going to be delayed. We've put a great deal on the line here, Mr. Gardner. And I got a good mind to take you out and drown you in that horse trough.
What's Mr. Gardner's reaction to this? What's he doing?
Mr. Gardner says, I made no promises. I said that there was work, but you were gainfully employed at the time, so I did not promise you work. Either that or your man here. I mean, it'd be good. And you, oh no, sorry, Enzo, you're not here actually, are you? But he speaks as some may have heard him speak. I don't think any of you were there when he was recruiting Enzo. He looks at the bigger man and says, I'm sure you could find work here in an instance, but I did not promise you any work. There's money to be made here, that's for sure, as long as you can find gold or work for somebody who has. But you are, both of you, too drunk to have this conversation. Go back to wherever you're sleeping and spend a night asleep, and then I'm not saying there is no work. I'm saying I could possibly find you some work, but you kind of cost me here in my drinking time when I'm trying to relax.
Has this sated them? Are they still angry?
They look, I mean, you can tell they've drunk too much. They've worked themselves into a lather. I don't think they're gonna put him down.
Okay. Well, I better sort this out, Cain. Watch my back.
Okay.
And I'm going to go up and walk up and then put myself in between them.
Now, this is a little bit... I think Gardner is obviously very happy to see you there, particularly putting yourself in between the two of them. And he says, now, look, there was no need to call the sheriff, and I didn't call the sheriff, but I'm glad he's here because you two need to cool off. I'm not a man of violence. I'm a businessman.
Yes, but we all know that, Gardner. Look, gentlemen, you've clearly had too much to drink. I'm sure you've got an argument that we can deal with tomorrow, but I think you need to set it up here and move on for the night.
You know what I'm going to get you to do?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to get you to test your presence, but particularly I'm going to get you to test it against the bigger man. I'm just trying to find his stats here. I've lost all the NPC stats. I should really keep a bloody... hold on. Folks of the West, 137. Entirely separate section of the book. What I was thinking. Give me a moment, caller. Give me a moment. Yeah. I haven't got my dice out or anything. I'm so ill prepared for this game. It's the heat that's doing it. Oh, I've got my dice out. blind as a bat. Okay, he is gonna roll, and I guess he is trying to look threatening still. And I'd like you to roll.
Yeah, so I've got a grid of 4 and a presence of 1, so it's 5 dice.
5 dice, all of them are trouble dice.
Yeah.
Does he get a bonus 1 for me being in the back? I'm standing.
Kind of no, because he, of course, has also got a companion looking after his back, so I think that cancels each other out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got no successes.
No successes. He goes, okay, so I think is he hasn't actually clocked that you're sheriff. I don't know how visible your badge is, but he hasn't clocked it.
You know, standard.
So he says, you want me to take him, Coot? And Coot says, nah, we don't need to come to violence, sir. This is not your argument. But I think I need to show Mr. Gardner here that I'm in business. He is, you can tell the smell of alcohol in his breath. He is quite drunk. Take him out, Coot. Take him out into the street. We don't want to disturb this fine establishment. And so Coot is going to... no, he's Coot, sorry. Take him out, Hank, he says. Hank is going to make a fighting roll to try and grab you by the collar.
Okay.
Well, no, tell you what, actually, let's stop. Let's use initiative cards. So there's just the 2 of you there at the moment. 10 for you, Sheriff. 10 for you, Deputy. But Jack, so he does go first. And he rolls. Oh, for fuck's sake. But he's drunk. So he lunges for you, swipes past you, but doesn't grab hold of anything. Or maybe grabs a bit of collar, but it just slips out of his hand.
Okay. So as he does this, I'm going to try and punch him in the stomach.
Okay.
And get him down. So I've got 4 grit, 2 fighting.
6 dice. All 5 of them trouble dice.
No successes.
No
successes. Do you want to, got any trouble on those trouble dice?
Oh yeah, I got 3 of them.
3 troubles.
Yeah.
Right.
Do we get our faith back, right? For 4 points?
Yeah, you've all got 4 points of faith. Enzo, I think you might be walking past at this time, and you can see through the saloon doors a bit of a kerfuffle involving the sheriff. I don't know how well you know the sheriff, how much you work with him.
Seen him. Yeah, I know him. I know him from previous experience. He shot my previous employer. He killed my previous employer.
Right. Well, I don't know how you want to react to this, but you may want to join one side or the other.
Of course, yes. Sorry, yes, yeah.
Yeah. We agreed on that. My previous employer was a bastard, so I couldn't. He gave me the score as well, so I don't care about it.
I'm going to give you this 5 here in initiative, so you won't go yet, having noticed this.
Cool.
And reverse alphabetical. You go. No, hold on. Reverse alphabetical. Deputy Cain, you go first.
Yep. Right, okay. So we're seeing this is all starting to kick off. I see the other guy, and I'm actually God, I have no presence whatsoever. But I try and make it look like I've got my lasso ready, and I'm going to try and rope the big guy.
Oh, right. Okay. Lasso rules.
Animal handling.
Hold on. Yeah, I think it's a bit
It's
different.
it's too bad it isn't the dynamite rules. I know exactly what page there are. For instance, I learned that very quickly at UK Games Expo.
Attacking with the lasso. Yeah, so animal handling. So you are a bit further back, aren't you? So you're not at arm's length with him.
No.
No, fine. Okay. So animal handling, please. Versus. Are you going for the big guy?
Yeah. Yeah. The reason I picked that because it was 7 dice compared to trying to fight or hit, which would be 5 or 4.
So did you rope him?
Hang
Get
on.
any successes?
I got
No.
2 successes.
Oh, right. Okay. So yeah. So he's effectively grappled. And for your second success, I'm going to say he's effectively grappled. You don't have to grapple him again.
Excellent.
Yeah, you've got him quite. You've pinned his arms to his shoulders.
Which is what I want to do until he actually starts dragging me around.
Sheriff, your turn. Oh no, have you punched him?
No, I tried to and failed completely and got 3 trouble dice.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, okay. So Enzo, then, is there anything you want to do, or are you just happy to watch from the doorway?
Yeah, I entered. Do I see how is Gardner reacting? He's scaring away in the corner, or how is reacting?
He was a bit pinned to a wall by these two, so he's a bit too close to the fight for his comfort, and would like to get away, but he's finding it very difficult to get out of the spot he's in.
I'm trying to help him to get away from the situation. I see that one is
Okay,
pinned
how are
to
you
the
going to
ground.
do that? You're going to go to one side of him and tug him out of the way?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And maybe,
okay. I don't think I need to make a roll for that. I think you can get him to safety. So next initiative. This time, you Enzo have got a jack.
Okay.
You've got a 4, Sheriff. You've got a 2, Cain, and they've got a 2 as well. So Enzo, do you want to do anything else? Or are you just going to look after?
Before we start, can I spend my experience point to level up my my attributes, right? And anytime.
Oh yes, yes, you can.
Okay. Because we'll try to. I will increase my performing by 1. I'll try to calm down the situation. Come on, guys. Let's. No need for fighting. No need for fighting. I know you're drunk, but let's get more drinks to the bar. Always drinks solve the problem. Just calm down and let's resolve this like a gentleman over a whiskey. What do you say?
Right, so you're going to do that, I think, to the other bloke.
Yeah.
So I'm going to roll his insight, and you need to roll your performing against that to see if you can persuade him.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you what he's got, though.
Sure. That doesn't look any good. Yeah.
Sorry?
I got 0 successes and 3 trouble dice.
3 trouble.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think getting a bit drunk, given that he's a bit drunk, and he's reverse of his orders, he's going to go before. Oh no, before you. Sheriff, what are you doing?
I'm going to punch him. So one guy's trussed up.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go back to the main guy, and I'm going to manhandle him out of the saloon.
Okay.
See if I can do it. Something. Oh, 1 success.
1 success. You throw a punch, and he rolls with it and swings out of the way. But the fight has definitely started now.
Yeah.
And he drawls, "You keep out of it," to you, Enzo. And I think he's going to move threateningly to you, Cain, who's got his friend prisoner. Right, you've got another jack, Enzo. You've got a 3 this time, Sheriff. Still got a 2. Oh no, you haven't been last time, have you?
No.
So yeah, you go ahead.
So he's coming towards, and I'm on juices with them. So his mate, we only rattled him up. I haven't put him down to the ground, have we? The big guy who's trustled up.
Sorry, say that again. Hello, Jack. You're coming for a drink at the good.
He's still getting these headsets on.
All right, yeah, I can see he's doing that. Okay, cool. He's a bit early. I've let him in. Never mind. Yeah, sorry. Say again what you were doing, Cain.
So the big guy's still standing, isn't he? Even though
Big
we've
guy's
roped
still
him.
standing, but he is pinned. His arms are pinned.
I think it's better to have him on the ground, because if he's on the ground, you have to get down. Yeah.
If you want to pull him down onto the ground, that would be another animal handling roll.
Good, because it's better than any other roll.
Okay.
I hope before I roll the dice.
And that is against his labour. And he has 4 in. Hold on, that's not him. That's a.
Right, I've got 1 success.
5 in labour.
I've got 1 success, but I've got. I'm going to spend a faith. I've got no trouble.
Okay.
And I'm going to push the roll.
Okay.
By keeping that success. Right. Okay. So I got another success, but I got 2 trouble out of that success, and I pushed the roll.
Okay. You want to buy any of that trouble off?
I'll buy both of them off. That's bring me down to 1 faith.
Okay. So you pull him over. You were swinging him towards a table where a couple of, well, shall we say, a relatively well-to-do gentleman and a soiled dove were in conversation. You were going to knock him into them, but they managed to get up and out of the way as you're buying the trouble off, and he crashes sort of through the card table that they were at and to the floor, but he is down, and he is prone, I should say, not broken but prone, and that's done him a point of damage as well. Yeah. Okay. Jack, you are coming into the Good Fortune for a pleasant drink, and
I see a
you
kerfuffle.
see this scene of a fight involving, it seems, the sheriff and the deputy. Jed, do you want to just introduce to any of our players who might be here, anybody who might be in the audience, a little bit about your character?
Yeah, so Jack Bailey is a frontiersman who has come into town just a couple of days ago. Only had one adventure so far, and he is a former Army scout. So he is sort of outdoorsy and a little rough around the edges, and also, has barely 2 nickels to rub together.
Cool. So yes, are you gonna get involved in this or stay out of the way?
Let's see. I'm trying to remember. Did I go on the hunting trip with any of these guys? I don't think so.
You and I went. Sorry, you went.
That's right. Yeah.
But the other two went on the hunting trip.
Yes, and Cain Macabe was the GM. Okay, so basically, like, what, a fist fight has broken out?
Well, yeah, no weapons
sheriff?
have been drawn yet. Punches have been thrown, but none of them have landed. Currently, Cain has lassoed somebody, and he is being advanced upon by a character. And in fact, let us just... I'll deal you an initiative card. I've already done Enzo and the sheriff. Cain, I forgot to do Cain's action last time, which is where you came in. Cain, you're getting another tooth. These guys, or rather, I say these guys, the one that's surviving, Coot, has got a king, and Jed coming in there with a 9. So Coot comes at you, and this time, hold on, where is he? Hold on, lost him.
I think Jack is sidling around the fight to try to get to the bar to order a drink, but is
Right.
ready to get involved if it comes his way.
This time he pulls a pistol, Cain, and takes a shot at you. And hits for...
Dodge it.
You can't dodge a pistol shot, I'm afraid. Oh, sorry, I haven't got my... Give me a moment, caller. I haven't got my new weapons up here. Oh, that's not what I wanted. San Miguel. More. There we go. Guns of the 1850s. He has pulled a pistol that does 3 points of damage, but no crits. So that's 1 off your quick. 2 off your quick, and 1 off your crit.
It's not very nice. You really did shoot this deputy.
So I tell a lie. That was our draft. It's 2 points of damage, 1 off each.
Okay.
This pistol shot changes the atmosphere totally in the bar. obviously, and people start diving behind the bar or turning tables over and getting behind them. That's him. Enzo, you're next.
Yeah, pulling my bullwhip and I try to hit his gun hand to drop the
Okay.
gun.
So that is going to be a called strike. It feels such a long time since I played this. I can't quite remember what the negative for called strike is.
It's
Minus
-3, but
Ah,
if you do aim action, you get it down to -2.
Okay.
yeah. Yeah,
So if
I'll
you're
probably
taking the
try-
time to do that, then
Yeah.
do that.
Okay, so -2.
-2, yeah.
Probably not a good idea.
Unless you've got anything that gives you accuracy.
I don't think this will apply. I have sharpshooter, but I don't think this will apply to the bullwhip. Okay. Oh, it's a user rifle. Okay, so I fail, but I'll try to push. I have no trouble dice.
Okay.
Yeah, I failed and I got a trouble dice.
Sorry, you hit or you failed and
No,
you've got trouble.
failed. Yeah.
Failed and trouble. Do you want to roll on your trouble?
A D6 or
D6, yeah.
a 2?
2. That's not so bad. I can't remember quite what it is. Okay. Yeah, you try to step forward to get within range of his hand. There's somebody's just spilled their beer all over the floor beneath your feet. You've just slid a bit, so you lose your slow action next turn. You can do a quick action, but you can't do anything else. Okay. Jed, do you want to do anything?
I think ducking behind one of the tipped over card tables for some cover would be
your valorous action. Okay, Sheriff.
Right. Well, now someone's drawn a gun and starts shooting. I'm going to have to do the same. So I pull my pistol. This is now I've got 7 dice. No, for Christ's sake. My God. Well, I got 1 success and guess what? 3 trouble.
Right, okay, so you've just given him some damage. I'm guessing you're not going to want to push that for a crit, are you? And what is your gun?
I've got the Colt Revolving Navy 1851, cap and ball calibrated.
2 points of damage,
2 damage,
then. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it says attack +1. Does that mean I get another dice?
Yeah, roll one more dice.
Oh, we've got another success.
All right, okay then. And the revolving. So you can roll D66 now.
22.
22. Give me a moment. 22. You hit him in the leg. It's only a flesh wound in the leg, it has to be said. In the upper leg. But it's gone in there. He is still up and about. Let's move on. No, let's come back to you. Cain, it's your turn.
Well, I'm in sort of thing, so I am just going to flip one of the tables over. In fact, one of the probably ones over to get some cover behind me, because I have been shot. I mean, the rope's down, this guy's down, but the rope's near me, so I'm probably going to drop that. And then if it does turn into it, I can draw my gun the next round.
So you're dropping your rope. Well, I mean, you've got 2 actions, so you can draw your gun at least this round.
Well, I'm also going for flipping one of the tables over for cover.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Gotcha.
that's one
Okay,
action. I'm flipping the table over, dropping the rope so I can use my next action to.
Okay. Is that a 2-handed gun?
No, I've only got the pistols with me, so.
Okay, so you don't need to drop the rope. You can keep your rope taut in the other hand if you want.
All right. Okay. But I'm ready. I'm not shooting. I'm just ready for
Right.
the next
Okay.
round.
Yeah. I'm doing that. Okay. So 9 for you, Enzo. 9 for you, Sheriff. 2 for you. How many 2s can you get?
See if I get a 5th too.
Let me tell you how many
Worms
2s
about
you
your
get. You
neck.
get 3 2s, and there's still another one. No, and the other one's gone. So you can only get 3 2s. You get better than 2 next time. Or rather, Coot goes on a 4, and you go, Jack, on a queen. But you are behind the table. Is there anything you want to do from behind that table?
Do I see Cain behind the table nearby?
Yeah. You can. You are both behind tables, facing the action, as it were.
I'm going to yell at Cain like, "What's going on? Who are these horny toads?"
They're causing mischief in the salon. Salute, salon.
Yeah, I mean, Cain will certainly go back and go, yeah, just another set of troublemakers. I'm the deputy. That's the sheriff. Because you've not met them.
Yep.
We're not met. Yeah.
Well, what I really want to do is draw my pistol and then like shoot over the table, like in the old cowboy TV shows.
You can do that if you want.
I'm not a deputy. I'm getting involved. I'm maybe getting in trouble with the sheriff, but I'm going to do that because they're shooting up the bar.
Yeah, if you can help us, please do.
Okay. So, let's see. The gun I have on my sheet is a Manhattan Navy, which I think is from the core book, not from Gold.
I would probably go with a Colt 1851 revolving belt pistol, known as the Navy because it has a picture of some ships on its.
Oh, yeah. So what's its attack bonus, if any?
+1.
Its attack bonus is +1.
Okay. Then, yeah, well, I guess with one action I draw it, and the other action I will take a shot. And I have a shooting of 1 and a quick of 4, so that gives me 6 dice, one of which is not trouble. Okay. And I got 1 success and 1 trouble. Yes.
1 success. So you can, if you want, push that, and you can buy off a point of trouble to not have the trouble have it, or get to re-roll the trouble dice.
Okay, I'll do that. So I re-roll everything except for the
2
6 and the 1.
points of faith, and re-roll everything except your success.
Okay, so buy off the 1, re-roll everything else. Okay. And I got just 2 more trouble, and that's all I got for my efforts.
Okay, so you do him damage.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me just see what his stats are. So that's 4 points of damage is taken. Has he broken anything yet? No, not yet broken. But something else happens too. Roll for me on trouble, and roll a d6 for me.
Just roll 1d6. Okay.
Yeah.
3.
Oh, right. Actually, your aim was true, but your bullet was a dud.
Ah, typical.
So there is smoke. That there is no damage to the man.
It just fired a
So-
squib.
You fired a squib, indeed.
I'm
much
helping.
so I even wonder in these complex times where you have to, cap and ball reload, manual reload,
Yeah.
whether you actually forgot to put the ball in and just put.
Well, balls are expensive. You got to economize somewhere.
So yes, where are we now? Then it is Hart. Enzo, you're next.
Okay, I'm trying to push.
Oh, I'm going to say, because you're with Gardner, aren't you?
Yeah.
So I think Gardner has explained over this round and the previous round that when he last saw these guys, they were in the army, but obviously looking to desert to make their fortune mining gold. But they should be gainfully employed in the army. Last time we saw them was at what's called Sutter's Fort, which you went through on your journey to Stockton, I think.
To get the body?
You with the body, yeah.
Yeah.
Or before the body.
Before.
When you were chasing Gardner, in fact.
Okay. I try to whip the guys again on his end.
You're going to try reasoning? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you an extra bonus because he's got people shooting at him now. He's outnumbered. So take an extra dice. Oh, in fact, actually, has anybody here got performance?
No.
No? Okay, just take an extra dice for his morale, but the others can't help you. They can't look gruff. And...
Yeah, it's rubbish today. He's completely drunk. I guess he's not listening to reason. 0 successes and 1 trouble. I will try to buy off the trouble and reroll.
Okay.
And push.
Yeah.
Still rubbish, and I got 1 trouble as well.
Right, but this is a social trouble. Roll a d6 for me, or does it do the trouble automatically on there?
I got a 1. No, it doesn't roll the
Okay, let me tell you what the trouble is.
Let me try it from Foundry. Roll trouble, mental social. Your words or action have gone down very badly, and you bluster to cover it up. Lose your next round.
Yeah. Okay. You're not being very efficient in this. Okay, Sheriff, your turn next.
Right. I'm going to do him properly this time. I have faith in my abilities as Sheriff. 4, 3, 5. So I've got 8 dice. One, 2, 3 successes, 1 trouble.
Okay. Well, trouble doesn't count at all unless you want to push, but I'm suggesting with 3 successes you don't need to push. So what we can do? Oh, I can't remember how we spend extra success. It's so long since I've run this game. Extra successes in. You do 2 points of damage, roll a critical injury, and what do I need to see? I think you add 1 to one of those dice, but I can't remember which dice it is. Add 1 to the units dice.
So
Can't remember whether that's actually the rule, but I'm going to say it is.
So 42, so 43.
43. Okay. You skewer him in the groin, which is not a fatal injury. Just roll me a dice and tell me whether you get a 5 or 6.
I've got 3.
Okay. You haven't necessarily hit his, shall we say, generative abilities. But he is down and wounded. And yeah, I think Hank was already tied up by the deputy, so people can pick themselves up from behind any tables where they're at and inspect the damage. Gardner thanks you very much, Sheriff. He says, I honestly didn't expect it to turn as violent as it did, but I'm very glad that you were here.
So where did you met these two fellas from?
So he's just explaining here to your man Enzo, who he knows is not your man. To my man Enzo, he might say, actually, since Enzo is working for him. I met these two in Sutter's Fort, which is on the way to Stockton, as you'll be aware. And last time I met them, they were in uniform as part of the 10th Division of the Army.
Ah, deserters then.
It seems that, yes. I understand it's a bit of a problem for the Army with people leaving thinking they can get better pay elsewhere.
Yeah. As an ex-army man, I know the problems. I did it the proper way though, so.
What, shooting your commanding officer?
No, Mr. Gardner, come on. I did my time and now I'm out. Well, probably need to get these guys locked up, get this one medical attention, then I'll send a mail to the fort and they can come and get them.
Cool. Has anybody here got any sort of medical ability? Doctoring ability?
Yeah.
Do you want to give it a go, Enzo? Because, I mean, you've been rolling so well.
No. Nothing. I lost my hair, so yeah, I lost my power, so yeah. Got 0
How
successes.
badly wounded is the guy?
So it's not fatal.
Okay, so I think Cain will haul them back off to the jail, and then I'll send the boy out to go and fetch the doctor and get him over to make sure he's all right.
Yeah, I think that's wise. So that is all the action of that evening, I guess Cain and Sheriff Williams, I can't call you Sheriff Williams, Sheriff Thomas, you're going back to the jail with your 2 prisoners.
Yeah.
Jack, Enzo, what are you doing? Have you guys met before?
No,
I don't think so.
Before.
I'll introduce myself. Jack Bailey.
Oh, I'm Enzo Pastore. Okay, this is... Sorry for the meeting and this unusual situation. I hope to be in a better one. You're new to the town. I haven't seen you before, I guess. And I know people are coming. Lots of people are going to the town lately.
I've only been here, about a week or so, I guess. But every time, it seems like every day there's something going on, some sort of hoopla. This is a real exciting town you got here.
Yeah, and it will keep getting exciting, exciter. So, have you found any job yet?
No, I'm still trying to figure it out. I did do a hunting job that kind of went south a little bit, but I'm trying to figure out what my next gig is. I'm now reconsidering the idea of doing anything outside the law, considering the sheriff in this town shoots people in the dick.
Yeah. You seem like a capable person. Maybe I will put a good mouth to my employer, Mr. Gardner, since you rushed to help him. Maybe I will get a good word of mouth to him. He's a co-proprietor for the mine here, and we are expanding, and we maybe needs more capable men. Some people are greedy, and we need to watch our backs. And you seem like a person who can take care of himself and others.
That's right, kindly of you, partner.
Yeah. Maybe I will put a good word of mouth to my employer. I know now it's not a good situation to beg him for someone work. Maybe after he calmed down a little bit, maybe I will put a good word of mouth to him.
Well, let me buy you a drink then, if the bar is open again.
Oh, thank you.
Whiskey.
And so the evening progresses. You two find things to talk about. Enzo, are you sharing any of your discoveries, or only the ones that you've explained to Mr. Gardner?
No,
I can't remember Gardner's first name. I'm just trying to look back through our notes to see whether we can have it. He's not even on our list of NPCs, annoyingly.
Let me
Got to
check
put him
my
down
notes.
The mysterious Mr. Gardner.
Mr. Gardner, we first met him in the very first thing, didn't we, Sheriff Thomas?
Yeah.
He had a bit of a dispute with another man whose name I can't remember, but they are now partners in a gold claim.
Bayer.
Okay.
Bayer or Bayer, I can't remember the correct pronunciation.
Yeah, that was it, yeah.
Yeah. Meyer?
Yeah, I'm only saying the information that I disclosed to Gardner.
Right. I'll have to. I can't see it. Can't see his name at all. Anyway, have you got anywhere to stay, Jack, or where are you sleeping?
I assume I've got some place to stay. But
Some cheap hotel room, shared rooms, or something like that.
yeah, the cheaper the better.
And Enzo, where are you staying?
probably a cheaper inn as well. Cheaper.
It turns out you've been sleeping in the same room for the whole
Mm.
time.
It was really hard to
Anyway,
break the ice.
Mm.
So I'm just going to close the curtain, draw the curtain, as it were, over that conversation, and just check with you, Sheriff and Deputy. Is there anything you're wanting to do before we move on?
No.
I think Cain certainly, after having a rough time and probably wanting just to spend a little bit of time away from the sheriff, go up to his horse and give it a good brush, because that's the thing that calms him down after these stressful times.
Cool.
He's talking.
Take
he
a
basically-
point
he-
of faith.
Yeah, instead
Cain.
of brushing, you mind if he does that whole, he talks to his horse.
That is the point.
Does he complain to his horse?
Almost like that Witcher story, but he just says, "Oh, you wouldn't believe the nonsense I've been dragged into." Yeah.
The doctor arrives, speaking with his German accent, treats the man, Coot, who you discover is these people that you've arrested are, hold on, I wrote these down somewhere. What did I do with them? Jesse Coot Vance from Kentucky, private, and Hank Miller, who's a big man with blacksmithing skills. So you put them in. Are you doing anything about reporting them to the army or anything at this stage? Or will you leave that till?
I'll probably write the letter I'm going to send up to the fort. That's about it.
Before the evening's out.
Yeah.
Hold on, where's my, sorry, I'm looking in the wrong place here. Where's my, there we go. So that is Cute and Jesse, they're in prison. Turns out you don't have to send a letter, because riding into town the next morning are a platoon of the United States' finest dragoons, mounted musketeers. I'm not entirely sure what they would be at this stage. However, all dressed in blue uniforms. Some of them are veterans of the recent Spanish-American War. They all look a little, well, they don't all look a bit disheveled, but they're riding into town and riding through the street, and then while they're all still lined up, an officer of some description gets off his horse and comes into your office, Sheriff, and doesn't even look at the people we've got in the cell. However, they, as soon as they see him, they kind of recoil and try and kind of hide in the corner, not showing their face to him. And he introduces himself to you both. I'm guessing you're there again by this morning, Cabe, as Lieutenant Thaddeus Vance. He's a young man, but he is obviously in charge of this platoon.
Welcome, Lieutenant. How are you doing? Hard journey?
Not so hard. Came over from Sutter's Fort. I am tracking down deserters, he says.
I think we might have them a couple for you.
Well, this is going to make a very short scenario, he says. I'm sorry, I mean, this is going to make this an easy mission. And he turns towards the cells and says, oh, interestingly, yeah. I've got to say, Jesse Vance is no relation to Thaddeus. He says, Vance, Miller, it's no surprise I found you locked in these cells. They sheepishly come to attention. I assume you didn't book them for desertion, Sheriff.
No, I put them for a fray in the saloon.
I wouldn't normally ask, but would you find it more convenient to release them into my custody?
Ooh. Oh, I don't see. But get some out of our hair, I suppose. What do you think?
So what are the crimes they committed here?
Well, they're hassling a gentleman, one of the business owners in the town, and they started. Started as a minor altercation. One of them, and I point to the smaller guy, decided to start shooting people. But fortunately, we managed to stop him in time before he could do anything.
He discharged his weapon in a public place.
Yeah.
Which one? No, don't tell me. It was my namesake Vance, wasn't it?
Is that the smaller one?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, and I'll point to him.
Very well. If you are willing to hand them over to martial justice, I shall see they are properly that the crimes they committed here are taken into account. However, can I ask you, please, that you keep them in your cells for a while longer, because we need to make camp. These are not the only two miscreants to have escaped. My first lieutenant is Lieutenant Sherman. He's very keen that we round up deserters, of which there are many in this particular range of mountains at the time, and we need to find them all. So we will be making camp here. Is there a place where my men can make camp that will be well served by amenities, but outside of anybody's issues, anybody's land?
Yeah, I would have thought so. What do you think, Cain? Where I've got a map on one of the walls, and I'll start having a look and just thinking where would be a good spot.
I'm sure we can get a map here. Give me a moment, Captain. Hold on. San Miguel, here we go. And then share this screen. Ta-da! Can I make that bigger? There we go. Let's make it bigger still. So I'm guessing there is a potential that they could camp somewhere in part of the old town.
Yeah, I'm going to suggest that you could probably in the old town you might find some shacks you could shout on if say you're putting your tents up, or maybe kind of south there's an open area but past by the cemetery.
Yeah, I mean the old town. Remember, Sheriff? That's where they got all those
True.
true the poor miners, as you told me the last time you dealt with that body.
Yeah. Or maybe even down by the ford and just past there, near the horse corrals, and get water for your horses. What's one riverboat dock down by the docks, north side of the river?
Yeah, I could have sworn Dave said we weren't going to be able to have navigable water up here, but we'll adjust that situation. Ignore the dots for the moment.
Okay. Well, somewhere
Yeah,
around where the docks are going to be in a few years' time.
I think we will base ourselves up in the old town. Yeah, it was a Mexican town before the war, was it?
Yes.
Well, it seems somewhat just, he says. Do you want to make an insight roll, Sheriff?
Yeah.
You get one from me because I've got insight.
Insight.
I'm a bit sus of all this.
So I got one extra die. I insight nothing.
Do you want to make an insight roll? Actually, Bruce as well. I'll let you both roll.
Okay, insight is. Oh, I am just rolling all 5 dice. No. I can't push because I've got too trouble if I do.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you this. I mean, you can't be sure, but he looks awfully young. And he's come from, his accent is where? He's got a Virginian accent. You're not entirely convinced that he actually fought in the Spanish-American War, Mexican-American War.
As someone who did and was in the US Army, is there anything obvious that making me suspicious?
Well, tell you what, I'm not gonna say what it is. You can't put a finger on it because you failed your exercise roll. But he looks young. He looks very well dressed. He doesn't look, shall we say, battle hardened.
Yeah.
And indeed, in comes a sergeant to say, the horses are getting skittish. Are we going to be done here anytime soon? We need to make camp. And immediately, when you see him come in, you know that this is a sergeant who is definitely a veteran of the recent wars.
Okay.
Yes, I think we're done here. If you can keep hold of these 2 deserters until we are ready to take them off your hands, Sheriff, we will get out of your streets and up into Old Town to make camp.
Certainly.
And he turns to the sergeant and says, "Bat, can you see to that?" Pointing it out on the map that you've got. And the sergeant does what he's told, basically. Then the Jed, the lieutenant follows the sergeant out, mounts his horse, and they ride up into the old town.
I suspect his daddy knows someone, Cain.
Yeah, I just can't help feel that there's a bit more trouble coming. Listen, Sheriff, I would mind you might have pinned out. Keep an eye on the streets, because what Cain really wants to do is, because they're looking for army deserters, he remembered there was an army scout that helped him out in the bar, or tried to help him out in the bar, and he just feels maybe obliged to maybe pop along and just check where his whereabouts is and give him an advance of these people looking for deserters. But he's not saying that to the sheriff. That is, perhaps it's time I went on patrol.
Yeah, no worries. I'll keep mind the shot. You get out there.
Okay, so Jed, where are
Yes.
you right now? It's kind of mid-morning.
Probably what day of the week is it, I guess?
Don't ask difficult questions. Hold on.
Sorry.
It is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Wednesday. Probably like checking on my horse, giving it a brush.
Are you grooming your horse? Take a point of faith.
Yay.
Where do you keep your horse? Given I don't suppose you can afford the prices at the livery stable, or do you sacrifice eating so that your horse can?
Let's see. I feel like I got some.
You got some money,
from-
actually, Bruce. You never gave us the money. You
No.
said you were going to calculate the money we were all going to get. And
Yeah,
we'd
I
never
guess
heard-
that's what I'm doing today. Is I'm finding who owes me money and getting it from them.
I suppose that is the thing, because it was still trying to be worked out who gets what. Because there are questions about who gets paid. I think at the moment we can say $10 just to cover for now for each, and then we'll work out
$10
how
would be riches to the likes of me and Jack,
Yeah.
I should say.
Well, bear in mind, it was for the meat, and the meat was needed, so there would be a higher premium price on it. But there is some questions about some of it might be held back because we need to find the next of kin or who's liable. Sorry, not who's liable, who's
Whether anybody has a
eligible.
claim on
Yeah,
it.
yeah, claim on it, because I think that area as well, out of character, could be up for auction to have hunting rights in the future. Because if they're gone, that's a free area.
Good point. Although, of course, the local natives might not agree, but save that for another day. So, after a bit of asking around, Cain, you do indeed find Jed grooming his horse.
Hey, you were that fellow who did the whole hunting a few days back as well, and tried to help out the bar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
And I'll spit a bit of tobacco juice as I turn around and kind of wipe off my hands.
yeah. You don't happen to be a military fellow that's might have left the army. Yeah, the only reason I say this is just because we seem to have a visiting army at the moment, and they seem to be looking out for deserters. But you didn't hear that from me.
Well,
Just because I wouldn't want to see you in trouble for something or falsely accused just because you seem to brand us.
well, I left the army on good terms a while back. So thanks for the heads up, because sometimes they're not too specific when they round up deserters. At least that's what I've been told.
That's good to know. And so you've never heard of I've forgotten his name, the lieutenant's name. From it. So him and the sergeant, they're going around. They're going to take away a couple of those troublemakers away.
Oh, those guys from the saloon.
Yeah.
Have I heard of this guy? one of these minivances.
Which the Corporal Vance. So yeah, this is obviously we in our character creation timelines we've avoided all mention of any wars because we didn't want to tie them down to specific periods. What do you think? Did you think you will have fought in the Mexican-American War, or were you elsewhere?
What I put down on my character sheet was that I was a scout for the U.S. Army in the Mexican-American War.
Oh, you
were? And lost my buddy in Mexico City, and so that's part of my big dream is to return something that belongs to him to his family, who I don't know where they are. They were in Kansas, and now they've moved out west.
Ah, interesting. Do we have a name for your buddy?
Yes, his name is.
That's an unusual name.
Yeah, I know. It's Jim O'Connell.
Jim O'Connell. Just checking my characters. No, we haven't got an O'Connell here. You will have heard of William Takuma Sherman, I'm sure. He is still young, but he's going to be really famous later on. He isn't here. But he is obviously the commanding officer of the company and of the other platoon in this company of the military department. Let's just roll. What is that? Give me a moment. Caller. Okay, roll on your book learning +2.
Okay. So that gives me my docility is 3 and my book learning is 0, so that gives me 5. Correct? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, 3 successes and 1 trouble.
Right, 3 successes. Okay, so you don't know this Thaddeus Vance. He's some new march straight out of West Point, as far as you're concerned. But you have heard of a guy called Bartholomew Batcross, Bat being his nickname, who fought alongside you in the Mexican-American War. Got a lot of respect from him, came from Pennsylvania. And yeah, no nonsense, knows his stuff. And you last heard that he was stationed up in this neck of the woods. Indeed, you were hoping to dig him out and try and find, see if he knew anything about, I've already forgotten his name, the other family.
O'Connell skin.
Yeah. The O'Connell, yeah. And he may well be in this platoon that's just come in.
Okay. So yeah, so I should. In that case, I should probably seek him out because I have questions.
Cool.
Well, I'll tell him. Yeah, certainly. If you're not in trouble, then yeah, they're gonna be out in the old town.
So
I'm going to cut away and come to you, Enzo.
Sure.
I'm just being aware of time here and rushing things on. It may even be the next day. You are approached by a man in uniform who says, who introduces himself as Silas Malloy.
Okay.
And he says in his
Good
Irish
morning, sir.
accent, which I'm not going to do, that he's been in the army since he stepped off the boat in New York. But he served his time. He's potentially, thinking about getting his getting out. While Providence has brought him here to the Sierra Nevada, and there's all sorts of people getting rich. However, he wants to ask you about the winters hereabouts. He said it was perishing cold earlier in the year when we first arrived. Perishing cold. I'm not a man who likes the cold. Is it that bad every winter, he says?
Will not probably will able to say this is my first couple of weeks here, but I'm sure it will be better in the south. Have you found any job yet?
No. I'm still in the army, but are you aware?
Still in the army.
What employment possibilities like? I mean, strikes me. I could just get myself a shovel and a pan, and I could make myself millions. Do I need to find work? Really? Can I not just? I heard you just put 4 stakes in the ground, and as long as you were there and working it, that was your claim, and nobody could take it off you.
It's not that easy, friend. I hope it was that easy that you could just. Lots
This
of
is what they
politics.
were talking about in. Failing to remember my places. I'm going to stop sharing. This is what they were talking about. That it's a free for all. There's no laws, no register. As long as you're on the site,
You have to just prove your claim and register your claim, and probably not to get killed by someone else and took your claim for himself.
but he says, I can defend myself. I've been fighting the Mexicans for the last few years. I ain't gonna get killed, he says. And maybe 1 or 2 soldiers that might join me, mentioning no names. So, looking up here, he looks up the hill over the town and towards the forested end. He said, up there, what's there to stop me staking out a piece of ground? Maybe on some river.
Yeah, going with the natives, and I don't advise with that.
The natives?
You'll be desecrating their land, and
but they know what our guns do, don't they?
You're 3-person if you're talking about a couple of bodies, but we don't advise violence here. I'm trying to persuade him because I know what he's pointing to, so I am trying to deflect him out of this specific region. And
right. Okay, right. I'm going to ask you to make a performing roll. If you've got knowledge there that you're trying to protect against his insight. And I am going to find out what his insight is in a moment. Okay. Well, he's got no insight, but he's got quite a lot of cunning.
Okay.
What did you roll?
I got 2 successes, but I will try to push.
So you got 2 successes.
Yeah.
So don't push,
Okay.
because I will tell you that he seems easily distracted when you. So maybe not up there. He then says further down the river. Or I'm sure that's
Yeah.
mine for gold.
Yeah. I'm pointing to the opposite way. Telling this land is nobody had claimed yet, so maybe you can be the first one. Just completely different direction from the point that I want.
Okay, for 2 successes, I'm going to give that to you. That I'm not going to make you another roll. So he looks interesting. Down there, he says, and nobody's claimed it. What gets me is why does nobody claim it?
Yeah, everybody who discovers a good spot automatically go to where somebody discovered the spot. So everybody's clogging in on the same area. So it's better wise to go different way.
Okay, this is very useful. Very useful. Anyway, I've got to get back up to the camp, he says.
Yeah. Good luck.
It's been a real pleasure to meet you, Mr. Pastore.
Yeah. Thank you. Take care.
Right.
I'm putting an eye on him as well. I'm not trusting that I convince him so much, but I'm keeping an eye on this guy.
Well, it's interesting. If you keep your distance, you will notice him. Well, I don't know how close you can get to the camp when he goes back to camp, but later on in the street, you see him talking to a really quite young recruit, probably younger than anybody else in the platoon, and you see him pointing towards the area that you pointed out as a possible unclaimed claim. And that young soldier, who has obviously not served his time in any way whatsoever, is looking quite enthusiastic about whatever Malloy's saying.
Did I sense that he's going to desert?
I'm going to ask you to make an insight roll.
Sure. Does judge of character apply? My talent?
You're doing this on yourself? You're just rolling cunning because I don't think you have any insight, do you?
I have 3 insights.
You have 3 insight. Okay, then.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not rolling against it here because he's not performing to you or anything. You're just watching his behavior and the way he's talking to this man. So just roll against that.
So my judge of character can apply on this situation?
Not really, because he's not lying. That's
Okay.
to spot when somebody's lying.
Okay. So, yep, no modifiers, no. Hufflepuff. Nope, no successes.
You don't.
Yeah.
You can't be
7.
sure. No successes.
Yeah, 7 dice and no successes.
Well, obviously, he's not going to desert because he's part of a platoon that are catching deserters. He's probably just spinning a line about the future. Right, I'm cutting to an evening now, so we're rushing through this a bit, but
No problem.
we've only got 10 minutes to go. Sheriff, Deputy, it's a busy night because these soldiers haven't been in civilization for some time. They're letting their hair down somewhat. There are, there's only like 15 of them or something like that, but they are, there's a bit of a gang of, or not gang necessarily, but there are some obviously guarding the camp, but there's about 5 of them in town getting drunk, talking to girls, getting potentially into trouble, being very noisy and leery. You'll notice in particular any Mexican residents of the town are getting a hard time from them. So you are being kept busy. I mean, they don't pull out their guns every time you try and stop them, but you're spending a lot of time just patrolling the town and telling people to calm down a bit. Are you doing anything more than that?
No, I think I think it's to be expected. I think if they're paying their money, that's good. I'll make sure to kind of keep kind of our local Mexican population clear of them, kind of warn them where they are, and I'll just keep an eye on them, and I'll just kind of drop hints about how I served as well as in the war to try and get on their good graces and not cause us too much problems.
Okay. However, it's keeping you away from the sheriff's office all this time.
Yep.
And then suddenly you hear an explosion, and you all 4 of you, wherever you are in town, hear an explosion as though some dynamite's gone off in town. And instinctively, Cain and William, you think it's come from the direction of your sheriff's office.
My God, I just did that place up. We're obviously going to race over there.
Okay. What about the 2 of you, Jack and Enzo? Are you involving yourselves in this? You all arrive around the same time to find a gaping hole in the wall of the sheriff's office that, would you believe it, back onto the cells. And it's okay. I think it's shattered the wall. There is a bit of a fire there as well. So your first thing has got to be putting the fire out.
Bucket and line.
Okay.
Yep.
Head out the fire alarm.
Let me just have we got that? No, we haven't. Give me a moment. Let's go back to that map. Where is the sheriff's office? 4. Okay. Yeah, it's some distance from the river, but it's not too hard to get a line of buckets. But I'm going to need you to roll on a skill. What is the skill going to be to organise that? I'm going to say presence, actually.
Sheriff? I'm not got presents.
I've got 5 in that. So something. 1 success.
Cool, that's it. So a number of townsfolk were, brought to the site by the huge bang, including Enzo and Jack, and so there were enough there to organise a line, and the fire is put out, but there is a gaping absence of two erstwhile prisoners that you'd promised to the army.
Mm.
Damn. We're going to try and do a manhunt.
Yeah.
I mean, why didn't they use dynamite? Why didn't they just use a couple of horses to pull off the bombs?
Because there's plenty of dynamite here in this mining town, I imagine.
What time of
I mean, there are
night?
plenty of horses as well, but
Yeah, but I'm saying this just like a character. It would have been quieter, and I'm saying this to the sheriff. Like, they're quieter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
yeah,
it's,
but
sl-
I
it's
didn't
slower
want
to
it
set off a
quiet.
horse.
I wanted a spectacle that would get all four player characters roughly into the same place 15 minutes before the end of an adventure.
That's fine. No.
Why do things in this town keep happening dramatically?
Maybe they need to do it quickly.
So
Can I look around on the ground and see if I can see where these people went? Since I have a bit of
what the
tracking.
direction of the trail is? Sure,
Yeah.
you can.
I have a
Picking up
tracker
your
talent.
trail
I have a tracker
requires a
talent is what I
Hawkeye roll.
Okay.
I can certainly help because I'm wanting to.
Does
know
my
where
does
these buggers
I forget
go.
what does my tracker talent give me?
It gives you +1
Okay.
because I also
Okay, you got +1 since we're helping, or are we stuck with doing the?
No. I think the fire's put out. I think
Right.
Jed was just Jack, I should say, was just as busy as you are with the fire. So
Can I
this
give
is
him
now.
command?
I got
So,
two successes.
What you're saying, Cain? Have you got tracker as well? Can you give him a point of help?
Not a tracker, but I've got
You got
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye as
Because
well.
you were saying.
I've got
And
tracker.
either the other two, Sheriff?
I've got tracker, yeah,
You got
Well, I got
tracker.
two successes on my own.
and Hawkeye 1.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, Jack has spotted the trail well enough.
Hard to miss.
What is it about the trail? Okay, so you can see in this trail for 2 successes. Well, tell you what, roll the other 2 dice. Let's just see if you get another success.
Okay. Nope.
Right, okay. So there are more than 2 sets of tracks leading away from the site.
Accomplices.
You're not entirely sure how many there are. What's interesting is there are a number of horses, and obviously they were brought here and then leading away. Also, though, you can notice that there was a. Let me just make sure I've got this right. Hold on, I wrote this down specifically, so I want to get the detail right on this one. Yeah, and a mule. A number of horses, and definitely mule tracks as well, because it's not shod like
yes.
like the horses are.
And are they heading like away from the river, away from the Old Town, toward Old Town?
Where are they going from here? They seem to be heading southeast from here.
I call out to the
Southeast?
sheriff with this
Southwest,
information.
Sorry.
Southwest. They're heading down river, Sheriff.
Oh, right. Well, we better form a posse, hadn't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
And my little pouch of badges ready to deputise people.
Start throwing them like shurikens.
Yeah. I think you've been a great help so far, Mr. Bailey.
I am pleased.
Oh, and Are you there, Enzo? You carry a gun, Enzo?
Yeah, I have my rifle and my gun.
I carry a badge.
You have a horse?
No horses yet.
Oh,
Carry a horse.
Well, I do have one spare horse. Technically, it's this character's sister's horse, but
She don't mind.
she does mind, but she's not getting a choice in the matter.
She comes out of the house and is like, the horse is gone again.
Okay. So I'm going to get you to make animal handling rolls.
Sure.
Okay.
One success.
one success. 2 successes, sorry.
0 successes. But I also got no 1, so I could theoretically push it.
Yeah, I think you need to push it.
Okay. 1 success.
Right. No successes, and I've got 2 1s on the horse. I think the dynamite spooked my
Yeah.
horse.
So I'm going
I
to say,
think this is what it is.
you basically, you guys are kind of giving chase. You can't be that far behind the quarry because they, you heard the bang. So so if you're working together, you will be delayed by Cain having trouble with his horse. If you're willing to go on without Cain and leave him behind, then you might catch them up outside town. Although I will say that Cain is quite good with the lasso.
Is your deputy?
They seem to be very good with dynamite, so I can tell you now, I know exactly the rules of dynamite.
Don't you love those dynamite rules? I made those.
Yeah, but you never went out to 5 sticks of dynamite. I had to improvise at that point.
Look at the sheriff and say, they're getting away.
Yeah. Come on, Cain. I think we should wait.
I'll catch up. I'll catch up, and because his horse Fletch is just like, yes.
It's like going in circles and like all spooked.
Well, the horse is just like, well, technically the horse is smart. It's just like, no, I don't want to run into the danger. Wait,
Okay, let's push on. We've got to give chase.
Okay.
Okay. Hawkeye roll, please, from somebody. Helped by anybody else that's got Hawkeye.
I can help. I have 4.
I'm the same.
But it's -2 because this is at night time now. I should have said.
I have a Hawkeye of 4 as well.
Okay. You've been our tracker so far, Jack.
Okay. So I get a +1 from your help.
Yep.
So 5. 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay. So although it's dark, you can hear the sound of horses going down the trail. The old Stockton trail, which doesn't actually lead to Stockton, we know now, but leads to a place called Chinese Camp. And they're not far away. So with 2 successes, I think, and with your roll, the 3 of you can catch up with, and you now realise in the moonlight, 4 escapees.
4 escapees.
Well, 2 escapees and
Ah.
2 escapers, shall we say?
To a compile. Okay.
How far ahead of us are they?
What's that?
How far ahead are they?
I think
Well,
we have eyes on them.
So effectively, you've kind of caught them up. They're catchable up with. The manhunt scale normally works on
Gotcha.
the trail has been dead for a couple of days or whatever, as opposed to this very instant thing. But
Are they moving a little bit slower because one of them was shot in the groin?
they're not particularly moving slower. I think arrangements have been made for him that may not be comfortable. But you'll easily catch them up, I think, is what I'm saying, with your successful animal handling rolls and your 2 tracking rolls. You can catch them up. But what I'm kind of saying is, do you want to catch them up? Do you want to wait and follow them until daytime? Do you want to? Well, what do you want to do? You've got them in your sights.
Do the classic warning shot in the air to get them to stop.
Okay. So again, I'm going to ask for a presence roll. Just to say, Cain, we'll see how this goes. You will catch the others up before this fight is out. But if somebody's firing off a warning shot, then I'm going to make that. Unless you're firing at somebody, I'm going to make it a presence roll to indicate we mean business.
Get the right number of dice. 1 success.
Cool. I'm going to roll to a group roll for one of them. Give me a moment. Where stats? Oh, I'm going to give them a couple of bonuses because they are. They are not scared on. They just spur their horses on. They know there's no point in stopping. They've committed to this. They've got to try and escape.
Okay. What do you think? We up for it, or do we follow them?
How badly you need them?
I mean, the guy who could lasso him isn't here, so.
I think we'll tail them for the moment and wait for Cain to catch up.
Right. Okay.
How far are they?
They are within sight. So
But it's night, right?
You can follow them easily. I'm going to say they're going to make a move roll. They're going to make an animal handling roll to see if they can escape. And you're going to have to do a competitive one. But I imagine... Well, let's just see what they get. No, hold on. Animal handling. And their horses, sorry. We've got horses here. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to say one of you making it. Who's the worst at animal handling?
I got a 5.
I've got 4.
3.
Cain, you've got more than 3?
Oh, I'm a 7.
Okay.
two for man. Sorry, 3 for man to man, and 4 for my.
He's also not here, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to catch up.
Yeah, no, he will have caught up by because you're specifically trying to stay within sight of them, but they are trying to push. So the worst animal handling person, make an animal handling roll.
Okay. No successes. One trouble.
Okay.
Should I
Okay,
push?
I think you should push that.
Okay.
Unless we just track them.
Unless you let them go out of sight and track them again.
Yeah. I wonder if we're better at tracking, we could just track them. And I'll have to stop at some point.
Okay. So should I push the roll or not?
Your choice, Jack.
I'm looking at the sheriff. Should I try harder or should I give up?
oh shit.
Let's. We're not going to do anything with them. Let's just track them.
Okay. So I will not push. I'm just not that good on a horseback, apparently.
That's why.
Yeah.
You can handle
Okay,
it.
so they're rushing, and you're not. You're holding back and waiting for Cain. So by the light of the morning, you can't see them, and you need to make a tracking roll to see if you can work out where they've gone.
Have we got Cain back with us now?
Cain is back, yeah.
I'm there. Yeah.
So I have. What have I got? I think we're all on the same, were we, for tracking?
Yeah. I have a 5 on Hawkeye. 4.
Hawkeye, I'm 4. So I can lend
I'm sorry, I'm 4 too. Yeah, but I have the tracking talent, which you have too.
which I have.
Yeah.
So I'll lend you. I'll help you out again.
Okay, so that gives me 6. And I got 1 success.
Okay. Hold on. They know they're being followed. Oh, actually, hold on a second. Okay, I'm going to make a nature roll to see whether they're hiding their tracks. And nature is 5 dice. It looks like, I'm going to say, you've lost their trail.
Lost them, Sheriff.
Mm.
Have we passed the Chinese camp yet? Or are we still on that trail?
No, it's down towards Chinese camp. It's a good distance. It's probably a day's ride to Chinese camp at least. But maybe that's what we should do. If we carry on, I'm just thinking, the idea was there was going to be a bit of a gunfight at the capture scene one way or the other before the end. But actually, I quite like the idea that you may have lost them because that's a story hook for next time. And it's 10 o'clock. So yeah, let's say you arrive in Chinese camp thinking, well, surely they've got to stop sometime, either in Chinese camp or before, but they appear to have evaded you. And we will return to this story at some point in the next few sessions.
Cool.
Awesome.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now,
Thank you.
let me just say, experience.
Yeah.
Everybody gets at least 1 point because you're all here.
Yeah.
Hold on a second, I've lost experience.
Did you participate in the game session? Did you risk or sacrifice something significant to help realize your big dream?
Yeah.
Page 19.
19, you're right. I don't know, Enzo. Do you feel no?
I didn't sacrifice. Yeah, I don't feel maybe I acted according to my faith, but I didn't sacrifice anything to help reverse my being.
Did you risk or sacrifice anything significant for any other characters? Not particularly.
No.
No extraordinary actions. Did you all act in accordance with your faith?
Yeah.
So 2 points each then, I think. And I don't know who's going to the next one, but I'll do a little write-up of this army camp that's moved in. And these now 4 deserters. I wonder if you can guess who they are.
We know 2 of them.
And probably the other 2.
I think Enzo might know the other 2 as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I'm going to end the stream. Thanks anybody who is listening. I don't know if anybody was. Let me just quickly check, in fact. No, it doesn't look like it was. And thank you everybody for participating, and we will carry this